Wait. 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 I forgot my juice. Wait. Oh god. Wait. Juice acquired. Okay, I have a serious topic to talk about. So, is using macros cheating? Let me give some context. Let me find the tweet. Where is the tweet? The tweet is. It is. No, wait. Did I like it? Okay. Likes. Give me a second. You have it? No, that's not. My cat's so cute. I love her so much. She's so sweet. No, okay, I cannot. Oh, it's here. Got it. Right. Do. This. So, have a read of this tweet. Wait, yeah. Have a look at this tweet. And tell me what you think. I just want to hear your thoughts. Rome, Sparta was the gladiators rating contest. It was a bit better. It was probably overcooked. Huh? I don't follow. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man will snore. Knocked his head and went to bed and couldn't get up in the morning. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man was snoring. Sparta is the pumpkin spice. I don't like pumpkin, and I don't like lattes. I don't like coffee. Ancient Greece. I know Spartans were cool. So, using macros in a PvE game. Specifically, so we're talking about Helldivers 2. Apparently, that's considered cheating. A PvE game. Now, here's some context. I have dyslexia, which... Hold on, let's have a look. Dyslexia. Is it a disability? As dyslexia is a lifelong condition and it meets the criteria of a disability and is covered by the Equality Act 2010. Okay, so I have a legitimate disability, I guess, according to the Equality Act of 2010. When I try and do the stratagems, okay, it's difficult to explain, but it's difficult for me. I'm at a disadvantage. Is me using a macro in a fucking PvE game seriously cheating? I mean, I get it. If I'm playing, like, goddamn, I don't know, Apex or something, I'm playing Apex, blah 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 blah, I'm doing the thing, Is that cheating? Is it? I mean, I. It just. Is it? Actually, you know what? Before I get into my entire I have an entire speech planned out. I am going in on this because I am angry. I have an axe to grind. I find it egregious and horrible and downright ableist. I'm just gonna throw out every buzzword I know. Did you get banned? Banned from Hell? No. No. But, I mean, so I saw this tweet and I was like, well, that's so cool. I want to do that because I have a stream deck. And apparently, according to some people, that is cheating. And, well, yes, a macro, if you're playing a specific game, like Apex, I guess a League, maybe Dota? I don't really know. Dota, StarCraft, yeah, god, I don't know, but macros generally, if it's a PvP game, I understand, but in a PvE game, you're shooting fucking bugs. You're shooting literal insects. How is that considered? How is that considered cheating? Can someone just give me an actual good answer if you have one? Because again, if it's PvP, so you're directly going up against another person, yeah. I mean, I guess if you have a disability that affects you, boo-hoo, that sucks kind of thing. But that's still, it can make you worse. That's unfortunate. And there can be stuff that is given to help aid, like you have a special mouse if you're I don't know, missing half your hand, that helps you to wait, it was muted. That helps you to grip the mouse or whatever if you're missing a finger. I don't know. There's workarounds, but a macro, I understand how that is not something it's not mechanical. That is an integral part of the game that you're meant to be playing, and you're basically avoiding that. In a PvP game, yes, I understand, because you're directly in competition with someone else, and no matter the reason, like if you're blind, yeah, you're probably not going to be as good as someone else if you're struggling to see, and that's just how it is. You know, that's you can't put Usain Bolt against a Paralympic runner and expect it to be a fair competition. You know, it's not. It is not a level playing field. So I understand that, but when I'm just trying to have fun, I'm just trying to kill some bugs, I'm just trying to kill some robots, I'm just having a good time. Like, what? Why is that such a bad thing? Using a macro to cool down a goddamn resupply beacon. How is that considered cheating? I mean, fuck it. Time skipping in Animal Crossing? I guess I'm a huge ass cheater. I guess I just cheat in all the games I play because I time skip. Because it is the same concept. Time skipping a game, that's not how it's intended to be played. Animal Crossing wasn't intended to be time skipped. You know, Helldivers wasn't made with the intention of people using macros for the stratagems. But, I mean, I struggle with them. Like, I have to look at them and then I press the wrong key sometimes when I know it's left, but I press the right one. It's difficult. And you know what? Even if I didn't have that, I still think it's fair use. Like, even if you don't have an issue, it's a quality of life thing, almost. I don't see why it's such a bad thing. But apparently, according to some people, this is just the worst thing to ever exist. I'm just gonna be going on about this for a while. Because I'm pretty upset. Other devs is shooting, they would say it's totally cool. But then some people would argue, well, if the devs thought it was okay, why didn't they implement it themselves? You know? Oh, and I have a piece of skin on my... Can you stop snoring? Hey, honey. Can you stop snoring? Yeah. But I don't know. There's just something about it that just it grinds I guess it's a PvE. Yeah, PvE single player. I mean, cheating in a single player game is. I guess you can hack stuff in, like you can put in, but how can you really cheat? You're not playing against anyone. Cheating. You in order to be cheating, there must be a competition. And what competition is there in a single player game? I mean, if there's like high scores that are global, I guess. But still, in a single player game, when all you're playing against is yourself, I mean, what's a single player game that I play? I don't know. I don't actually know any single player games I play. Oh, let me have a look. Let me have a look. See. Okay, The Sims 4. Yeah, Sims 4. That's single player, right? Actually, you know what? I can do single player. Fallout 4. Can I technically cheat in Fallout 4? I mean, yeah, I guess I can use cheat codes, but I'm not. It's not competitive, so you can cheat to like, you can cheese the enemies by cheating that way, but when there's no inherent competition, if it's, yeah, I mean, I'm angry. Wait, I need to fill my angry face. I have, I cheat to. I mean, yeah, but again, that's just a way of playing the game. That's just the way some people play a game. Some people want to grind to get the gear. Some people want to put hours of grinding in. Some people want the gear straight away because they would rather focus on story. It's just different ways of playing the game. Yeah, it's technically not the way that it was intended to be played, but it is a way to play it. I don't see how you can technically be cheating. Like, yes, you're using a cheat code. It's not, but unless it's a competition, unless it's a PvP, how's using a macro in a PvE game cheating? Like, it's not computing for me. Anybody? Does anybody have anything? Anybody? Somebody? Anybody? Somebody? Anybody? Then I tell the president of else off meta rogue builds, also usually not play. Yeah, exactly. I think I need an ibuprofen, that's what I think. I feel a headache coming on. Yay! Nope. 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 Did I take... Yeah, okay, no. Paracetamol. No, not paracetamol, ibuprofen. Do I have any more in here? Nope. That's my last two. Okay! I will have to ration. Actually, I will not. I will just take both of them because fuck it. I need my meds. I need my anti-pain meds. Actually, no, I'll just take one for now. But yeah, it just... Cheating is when you have an unfair advantage. I mean, if you look up the definition, it's having an unfair advantage over another person. If you're in a single player game, there is no other person to have an unfair advantage over. I mean, you're literally playing against yourself, so... Taking pain meds is cheating. Yeah, taking pain meds is cheating, because real players would just suck up the pain and just endure it like a real person. You're a fake person if you take pain meds. you, you don't deserve human rights if you take pain meds because you're obviously not a human. You're cheating. You're doing cheat codes. You're turning off your pain receptors or however. I don't actually know how pain meds work. They dull your pain receptors? I don't know. I just numb them. Ibuprofen doesn't even work on me. I don't even know if it works on me, but I normally take paracetamol, but that does a bunch of nothing to my headaches, unfortunately. So I just said, Yahoo! Ibuprofen, please work. Because if that doesn't work, then it's onto the meds that can cause internal bleeding, which I kind of want to try and avoid unless I really, really have to. Like, I don't want to just be popping those every day just because I've been given them. I want to put some kind of barriers in place so I don't just go ham. She's taking no, it's not steroids. Well, I gave Eddie the last bit of a deli turkey and he was purring like a freight train and patiently about to beat the shit out of me if I do not give him more, but there is no more. I love Eddie. Eddie is a very cute cat. This is a very good thread. I will show you guys this thread. It is cat certified. Right, a second. Where is it? Hi, Blue Flubble. Hello. Hold on. Hold on. This would be Google properties. Yep. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. I gave Eddie the last bit of the deli turkey I was eating and he is purring like a freight train and patently about to beat the shit out of me if I do not give him more, but there is not more. Hitting me is not going to make more. Go away. It doesn't matter if you smell it. We already ate it, mostly me. Oh, Eddie. Oh. Wait, let me. Oh no, it doesn't go any further than that. This is just my Twitter feed, just cats. Mostly. Oh, there's a sheep. I get a lot of these creepy vids. Hamster. This one Mormon person who can't cook has been all over my timeline. Pedro Pascal! Weird meme. Animal. And that is a big boy. Holy moly, that is a big boy. Jesus Christ, that is an actual unit of a that is a pig. That is holy yeses, man. Anyway, as I was saying, so apparently using a macro is cheating, and I say to that big warthog, apparently it's when a domestic hog interbreeds with a wild hog. I think a warthog's a different species. That's the one that lives in the jungle, rainforest. I know it's Pumbaa. All I know is Pumbaa. All I know is Pumbaa and Simone. I'm sorry, that's my only knowledge of warthogs. But I'm sorry, but if you come to me and say when you're using a macro on PvE or cheating, I'm just gonna say Jesus Christ, who sucked all the joy and fun out of you. Like, not even you must be fun at parties, but unironically you must not be fun at parties. Cause like, why do you see something that just is a quality of life thing. Like, and say, fuck you, you're a cheetah. Like, it's a PvE game. That's like saying, resetting your island on Animal Crossing to get the fruit you want is cheating. Like, it's not giving you any competitive advantage. It's just a personal thing that you're doing because it makes your life easier, or you like that. For me, I struggle with the stratagems. I'm constantly like, I have to stare at them and I can't do them. It's like my reaction time is fast enough, but I can't, my brain just cannot process them quick enough and to do them. Yeah, wild hogs get bit. Sorry, I'm jumping around on topics now. That cat was really cute. Oh my god, no, stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I kind of need more ibuprofen. Should we read the list? Yeah, let's read the list. Possible side effects. This is a big boiler. Do you ever think how much we would save if they didn't have to put all of these? Like, this is a huge, like, I can fold it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times pretty much. 7 times. Imagine if they didn't put all of this stuff. I mean, I know they have to legally, otherwise someone could sue them, like how someone sued Red Bull because it didn't, quote-unquote, give them wings. Like, yeah, no shit. But they actually sued them, and they won the case, I'm pretty sure. That was a big thing back in, I don't know, whatever. I don't have the memory, but I remember that. But the thing is, you want to know something crazy about meds? They literally can have every single side effect under the sun. The ones they're telling you are just the ones most commonly known. But, like, taking a paracetamol could just cause instant death. Or it could cause you to have a seizure. Sure, it may not be common, but literally any med can have any side effect. Because we as humans are all so different, you cannot possibly know. I mean, there's billions of different genetic well, not even billions. I mean, you think about how many pathways in your brain, how many different variances are in people. I mean, just how different we look. Of course, not everyone, they're saying not everyone's this, they're not, I'm, there's a really bad way of saying, essentially, this leaflet is useless as shit. Important warning. Medicines such as ibuprofen may be associated with a small increased risk of heart attack, myocardial infarction, or stroke. Any risk is more likely with high doses and prolonged treatment. Do not take more medication than the leaflet tells you to. Do not use for a duration of more than 10 days. There is a risk of kidney problems in dehydrated adolescents. Like, there's a risk of everything and anything. It's quite dirty. Like, it hold on, let me. Oh, I can't fold it back up. I fucked up the fold. Okay. In. No, it's messed up, but I'm just gonna shove it in there. There we go. Why can't we? Variety is the spice of life. You know, I just want to take meds and who knows what's gonna happen. Will it eliminate my pain? Will it make me vomit projectile? Will it make me just drop dead in a few seconds? I don't know. That's the joy. It's like gacha meds. Med gacha. I mean, people love gacha, right? Gacha games. You're playing for your favorite waifu. Like, is she gonna have big boobie? Is she gonna have small boobie? Is she gonna be messy? Is she gonna be non-meta? I don't know. Is she gonna be a ship girl? Or is she gonna be a bad ship girl? Or is she gonna be a gun girl? Or is she gonna be this useless off-meta unit that is only useful in specific combinations or teams? Who knows? It's like that with pills. It's like, are you gonna get the funny pill? The silly pill? Are you gonna get the owie pill? Are you gonna get the kill you pill? You don't know. It's endless. You can have so much fun with it. I guess that's just what drug addictions are, though. Just mixing. Because off-label, using stuff off-label isn't using stuff that isn't labeled. It's using stuff where it's medically, like, say something that's prescribed for, I don't know. It's, wait, let me think for random medical condition. Random health condition generator. I'm not saying that one out loud. I'm not saying that one. Jesus Christ. Why are they all genital things? Okay, slap cheek syndrome. A viral infection that's most common in children, although it can affect people of any age. It usually causes a bright rash. That's pretty funny. Child abuse syndrome. Not actually though. But hey, that's what they called it. That's not me. They called it slap cheek syndrome. So say you prescribe antibiotics for slap cheek syndrome, right? Or whatever it is, or you prescribe a cream. That is its purpose. But now using something off-label is if you take that cream that is meant for slap cheek syndrome, and then you say, I'm going to use it for my eczema. And if even if it works, it is still considered off-label. And I started this talk about off-label. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know why. But now you know what off-label means, and I lost the purpose of what I was talking about. But now you know, man. It's so amazing when I'm actually not sleep deprived. I mean, I couldn't sleep for a long time last night because it felt my spleen. So I have a tumor in my spleen, and I don't know if it's psychosomatic, but I swear sometimes I can feel it. Like it just it feels funny. I kept googling last night. Weird feeling in left lower rib cage, and of course I didn't come up with anything because how do you even define a weird feeling? But it just felt like something was wrong. Like my insides were wrong. It wasn't painful, but it just like, you know when you have a vein that pops over your tendon and you feel that, and it's like it's not painful. Like that happens in my wrist fairly. Have you ever had it happen? You know, it pop and it's just like, ooh. That's like it's a weird feeling. It's not painful, but it's just weird. Like you don't want it to happen. Anyway, lower, like, yeah, I was aware of it and I could feel it. And no matter which way I rolled, like if I sat up straight, I could feel it. If I lay on my side, it like pressed down even more. If I lay flat on my stomach, like I can even feel it slightly now. And because when I found out I had the tumor in my spleen, I mean, it's benign, don't worry. But basically, most of my spleen is just tumor. But they were like, well, if we take out your spleen, you know, it is not growing that we can see. And if you take that out, then you'll be immunocompromised for life. Because you technically don't need your spleen. Your liver can take over pretty much all the functions. But it will put additional stress on your liver. Because it's not having to filter stuff they didn't have to before. It's like making one person do two jobs, which is actually what most people have to do nowadays. But still, it's overworking your body, so that will make you immunocompromised. I'm like, hell no, not with all the grossness going on. I mean, I have the immune system of a wet rock. I don't go outside. I rarely go outside. I mean, as a kid, I stuck all sorts of things in my mouth and ate dirt and whatever kids do. I mean, shit off the ground, but so that probably gave me a bit of a like good start. But at some point, I just stopped going outside. So I've stopped being exposed to stuff, which means I don't get sick very well. I don't get sick with colds and stuff, but it also means I'm not building up any antibodies, and it's good, I guess, because the more you take medicine, the more resistant the bacteria becomes. So you know something really dumb. You know something really really dumb. In hand soap, there is why does hand soap have what's the thing that kills bacteria? Basic, you know how bacteria become resistant to stuff, like it grows resistances. So the more you use medication, the more resistant it can become over time. I'm trying to think. Bleach, hand sanitizer. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the word, but I can't. This always happens to me. Oh. Yeah, antibacterial resistance. So, something along those lines. Essentially, you don't need it to wash your hands, and all it's being doing is going, if it's in soap, all it's doing is going, it gives people a nice, warm, fluffy feeling of, oh, it's killing all the germs, even though you don't technically need it. It's being flushed down the drain and it's going to sewer pipes, and the bacteria that gets exposed to it is then developing resistance. So, all we're going to do is giving ourselves future problems by exposing the bacteria to this antibacterial property stuff, whatever it is exactly, I forgot. But in the most vague terms, we're basically fucking ourselves over just so it gives us that nice warm sense of security. I can still feel that thing in my lower. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's my spleen area. I looked up a diagram of the human body, but then I was like, ew, intestines, gross. Do you guys want to know something gross? During a hysterectomy, oh no, not a hysterectomy, a C-section, when they slice you open like a fish and pull the baby out, they actually move your intestines out of the way and they have to remember how to put them back. Like, they pretty much pull your intestines out to get to the baby. So they have to cut through your abdominal muscles, which is a big muscle, cut through that, and then move your organs and intestines out of the way. Isn't that gross? I just learned that. I didn't know that. So yeah, so I saw people saying, yeah, the doctor was like, hey, do you want to see your wife's intestines? No thank you. But yeah, now you know. I mean, I'm cursed with that knowledge, and now I have blessed you with that knowledge. I feel like we're closer for that. Yum, yum, yum. Now I'm trying to think of the word. I have so many tabs open. Randomize. 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 Lupus. A complex and poorly understood condition that affects many parts of the body and is symptoms ranging from mild to life-threatening. Whenever I hear lupus, I always think of that, werewolf disease. Werewolf disease. Harry Potter. What's it called? Lycanthropy. Whenever I think of lupus, I think of lycanthropy. I don't know why, but my brain just made that connection, so now whenever I hear lupus, I think wolf disease. Why? Don't know why, but my brain just went, ahaha, yes, it makes sense. It really doesn't, but my brain decided it does, so yeah. What does lupus actually do? Ulcers, skin rashes, bad stuff with your heart, abdominal pain, blood, lung issues, muscle and joint, kidney issues. Jeez, that sucks. Man, humans are pretty poorly designed. A werewolf is a mythical creature. Ow. I think if I did was a D&D, wait, the werewolves exist in D&D? I mean, they must do, right? I mean, vampires exist. I think I'd want to be a werewolf, just cause it'd be funny to just be like a cute girl. I'm just in my dress and suddenly I'm a goddamn furry menace that can just like one-shot you. But then, but then again, the thing is, energy cannot be created or destroyed, right? It has to come from somewhere. Where does all that mass come from? That's one thing that always bugs me, when it's like, when someone has a superpower and they transform, but it's like, where is all that mass coming from? You started off as like a tiny thing, and now you're the size of a building? Like, imagine going from just a person size to Godzilla size. Like, that is not how the universe works. It just doesn't work. Like, you cannot create energy out of nothing. It must be transferred in some way, and you cannot create mass out of nothing. Yeah, no, but no. But no, that's not good enough. Where is all that additional mass coming from? It's gotta be coming from somewhere. It's not coming from me. It's not coming from you. You can't just expand like that. Because I said so. Because me, Icy, says so. That is the reasoning why. Survivability DLC, yes. I gave you the funny werewolf disease, but not the cool one that turns you into the werewolf. The unfun one that makes your life a living hell. Funny wizard man. Conjuration, you can teleport that mass from another plane of existence to you. So there's just another plane of existence where everyone's mass just sits like it's a waiting room at a doctor's clinic. And they're just sitting around waiting to be... Like, that's one thing that really bugged me about Attack on Titan. Like, where is all that mass coming from? Like, I know it's sci-fi, I know it's fantasy, but it still just eeks me. It just... And don't give me bullshit about, oh, that chick with the blonde hair is building Titan bodies out of sand. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I simply do not want to hear it. Magic is a form of energy that, with proper mastery of, can be turned into mass. No, that's not how energy works. You can't just turn it into... It has to go through a process. I didn't get the be really smart silly brain. I got the must pick everything apart silly brain. It's quite unfortunate, really. But it doesn't mean I don't enjoy Godzilla. Like, yeah, sure, the dude couldn't be able to move, but I still enjoy watching Big Lizard. I love his role. I love his role so much. I know I did a whole stream just talking about Godzilla, but I'm gonna talk about him again. He's just so cool. Like, his role, ooh, shivers. It's like my ASMR, my past, like, it gives me the shiver response. I'm like, ooh, that's so cool. Like, he's just so cool. Yo! What does I don't know what was means. Sorry. I am boomer, apparently. Someone said something to me the other day and I just... I had no idea. I didn't even Google it. I just said I have no idea what that means. I couldn't even be bothered to Google it. It's like, I don't know that lingo. I'm not with the cool kids, I'm sorry. And then it was basically, they said, oh, it just means this. And I was like, well, then why don't you just say that? Why do you have to create an entirely new, contrived word that people may or may not understand depending on their age range / where they've been brought up / culture / whatever? Why don't you just say the word? Like, saying that's minging is just a way of saying that's gross. That's disgusting. Age range? Well, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I think many thoughts, and many thoughts are I just told you for the sake of... No, but, I mean, to me, if you're gonna... I don't know. If I say something, I just say what I mean. Like, I understand abbreviation, I guess. Like, so, okay. In Germany, they have this thing. So that, because you have to decline each word, instead of having to, if they have a long sentence to say or they're trying to describe something, instead of putting a declension on each end of the word, because, you know, everything's gendered in German, that's what makes it so difficult to learn and stuff, and you have to have the right ending for everything, they just make the word longer and longer until it describes exactly what they want. So I could say... okay, say I do something stupid and I blue screen, it says, error, system failure, process.exe has crashed. You know, that's multiple words in a sentence. But in Germany, they'll just mash that into just one huge fucking word with like 30 syllables in it. And it's just so silly. It's like, how am I meant to understand it? So, essentially, abbreviations, yes, can be good. But, man, like, oh yeah, it was, wait, I think I have it. It was, wait, let me find it. I'll give you the exact, it was, it was food, and this shit is bussing right now. I mean, I know what RN means, but I was like, I don't know what bussing means. And at first, I thought it meant like a. I mean, it has the word bus in it, so I thought it was like transportation. Like this food is transporting me to another realm. I don't know. And it turns out it just means, what does it just mean? It means it's really good. It's like, well, then why don't you just say this shit real good? Like, I don't know if I'm like an honorary boomer or something. Maybe I'm not. I'm just not zoomer enough. But it like some things I get, like it makes sense to like, okay, the reason the English language is the business language is because you look at a paragraph in German, French, Italian. It can be so much longer, and although the English language is really fucking annoying because it's not phonetic, it is very concise because we basically just patchwork stitched everything together like some kind of weird creepy voodoo doll, and that had meant that we've basically taken the best parts to use it. And also, you want to know another reason? Another reason it became so popular because is when America was doing their constitution back in the 1700s, they had a meeting. They're like, shall our language be German or English? And they said English. So thanks, Americans, again, I guess. But basically English, although difficult to learn and it has stupid rules and exceptions, and the rules like I before E except after C, whereas Germany it has rules that there are no exceptions. French has rules and there are also exceptions. But English has become so popular because again it is such a good business language because it is so concise. And why are we trying to make a really concise language even more concise? Like, if anything, the word bussing is even longer than just saying good or great. So creating new words that actually they remove the streamline, if anything, they make it less streamlined. And I mean, I guess that's language. So I'm not very smart, but I have studied about English language, and before you go, haha, why do you have to study English? You speak it. No, not like that. But I mean, yes, some slang can become, I mean, that's how language evolves. That's how we have stuff like Creole and Pidgin, like languages that are based off of, but like an offshoot, where you can kind of understand them. Like, I read an article, there was a article in English Pidgin, from somewhere in Africa where maybe it was a colony, and it was not English, but I could understand it. It was very strange. But you know, you have offshoots, but that's not meta. That's like a niche. If I'm gonna gamer terms, let me explain this in gamer worms. It is not the meta build of language. It is off meta and niche, and a small subsection of players use it. And it will probably not become meta ever because the devs are not going to buff that. Okay? Let me make how do I make this relevant to gaming somehow? How do I do that? But yeah, I don't. Maybe I mean, I am a hypocrite. Actually, no, I definitely am a hypocrite. Rules for thee, but not for me, and I'll acknowledge that. Like sometimes I'm like, that's dumb, but then the exact same thing, I'm like, no, that's okay. But you know, it's okay when I do it. But just LOL, laugh out loud, that's become such a used thing. But I feel like all these new words are being made, where they're just never gonna be the lol, you know? They're just not gonna be what lol is. They're gonna be the idgeball. Like, if I see someone use idgeball, I'm like, seriously? What's wrong with you? Like, really? No one goes, oh, that's so funny, you know what, I'm gonna type idgeball. Like, I think you're a government plant. Like, I think you're a pigeon that's a robot. I think you're a robot bird if you do that. Like, there's no way you're a real human if you go, ha ha ha, that meme was so funny, I'm gonna type idgeball, laughing crying emoji, laughing crying emoji. It's like, you're not real. You're not a real human being. At all. I don't think. I think you're synthetic. I think you're a synth. I'm gonna become Martha from Fallout. Is that Martha? I want to become that chick in Diamond City who's basically like, are you a synth? No, that's what a synth would say. So, yeah. Like itch ball, it's just it doesn't come out of your mouth. Like what's it called, alliteration? It just doesn't come out of your mouth. It's awkward to say. Just the vowels put together just are awkward to pronounce. With lol, like you just have to roll your tongue essentially. It's so quick, so fast. And I feel like there are definitely words that could be the lol, but there are a lot of words that are being made that are the itch ball. And that is what I have to say on this topic. And I think I have just given. You know what? I'm ready to host host a session. What's that? I'm ready to do a TED talk. me speaking at my 3 viewers, telling them about how things, some acronyms and some new slang terms are the lol, and some will become the itch ball. Yes, I can. Yes, I can now do a TED talk. Thank you for the TED talk. Very skibbity. Man, I don't think is Gen Alpha to Zoomers like what Zoomers were to Millennials? Is that what it's like? Cause I just look at, but I feel like so. I feel I feel like Zoomers are a little bit closer to Millennial. Like I it's the technology that's the main divider, right? I need juice. 1 second. You know, I muted to drink, but then I decided, you know, like you guys are just gonna have to hear me drink. I mean, otherwise, how do you actually know I'm drinking? What if I'm a government plant? What if I'm the deep state? I'm just using words that I don't even know what the deep state really is. I just know that it's a bad thing. Or people get scared of it. I'm just putting words out there to make myself seem more interesting. But what was I saying? How are you? Yeah, I'm doing. I'm going. I'm doing. Yep. And that's how slang started. Hell yeah, brother. I got my gun. I got my rifle. Got my bottle of whiskey. Got my chicken tenders. I'm ready to dominate the Western society with my patriotism, freedom, liberty, and justice. America, fuck yeah! Rah! I wish I could do an eagle screech. The one sound I really wish I could make. Apart from there's another sound I wish I could make, but an eagle screech? I mean, imagine just being able to do that. You just, like, that would be such a cool sound to make. And it'd make the joke even funnier. I want to be able to just make that sound just to make the joke funnier. Health condition. Yeah, I have too many tabs open. Can someone remind me what I was talking about before my juice break? Because I forgot already. And that's annoying. It's very annoying. I forgot. I am a forgora. I'm a bit of a forgetter. A forgora. Imagine someone's vocal cords. I mean, if you mess with someone's vocal cords enough, do you think you could synthesize that? I mean, obviously, but like, if you did surgery, like actual surgery. Macros, medicine, slang. No, what was I talking about right before I was on my juice break? Like, I was saying something, but then I forgot. Well, no, more like I just looked in my juice and I wanted juice, so I just stopped. I need to write shit down. I really need to start just writing stuff down. I have a notebook right in front of me that I was using yesterday. I have a notebook that I can be. Actually, is this the right notebook? Oh, this has my blood on it. This is my blood notebook. The notebook that I smeared my blood on. Nope, that's not the book I should be using. This is the book I should be using. Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. Oh yeah, but there's no real point if I have the book open now because I've forgotten. People have said the bit usually Raven and that's how say. Screech! Screech, screech! Hello! Hello! I'm trying to remember. I'm funking so hard. No, she's ignoring me. Activate brain cells. Ooh. Please, somebody, you must remember what I was talking about. I'm begging. It's gonna bother me. It's like when you're telling someone like, oh, you know that show with that one actor, and they're like, which actor? And you know their face, but you just cannot remember their name for the life of you. And then you're like, but if I Google them, then I'll feel like I've lost, I've lost this imaginary battle that I'm fighting in my mind, so I must remember, but you just can't remember. It's the most frustrating thing. Or it can just even be a word. It mainly happens to me with words. Like there is a specific word I'm looking for, I just cannot remember it. No, I don't remember. Oh, I remember I said deep state. And I had an American accent. No, did I do that? No, I did that after my drink. No, I don't even know. Okay, new topic. We obviously need a new topic. We can just scroll. She has a YouTube. Oh, I do. If you look at my... somewhere in my descriptions, I have links. I have many a link. I have a link to... Actually, I don't have that many links. I have Discord, Twitter, YouTube. Maybe I'll do 3 I have. Yeah, 3 links. Not that many. Just the right enough. What's that? It's the porridge. This porridge is too hot. This porridge is too cold. This porridge is just right. Like 3 is a good number. It's an odd number, but if you add it together, you make 6. And 6 is a fun number, because if you turn it upside down, you get a 9. So when you're playing bingo, it's like, is this a 6 or a 9? I don't know. I can kind of pretend it's either, so I can win. I'll be a great grandma. I'll just play bingo all day. Actually, no, I'll probably be a terrible grandma, because I wouldn't want to play bingo. I'd want to be gaming. Oh, yeah! That's what I was talking about. I was talking about a Gen Alpha to Zoomers. What Zoomers were to Millennials. Okay, I remember. Thank God. Okay. Praise the higher powers that power my brain, that fund my yeah. Praise the primordial soup of the world that we all emerged from, like little soup vegetables, and then we evolved. Yeah, so I feel like Gen Alpha, the difference between millennials and Zoomers is, again, so it's a difference in technology and upbringing. But the thing was, there's a specific age of Zoomers. Like, Zoomers, if you're born... I need to look at Zoomer birth range. Late 1990s to 20... Okay, someone born in 1992 as opposed to, like, 2009. That's a big fucking difference. Like, 1992... And was it? No, it's 1997 to 2012. Okay, still 1997. Being born in 1997 versus 2012. When were iPhones created? They were created in 2007, but just because they were created doesn't mean they were mainstream. They became really mainstream in like 2011. Like it was the iPod and then the iPhone. It was the iPod Touch. So people like born in the 90s, they still had an element of not technology growing up with childhood. Like I didn't have a ton of technology. I played a lot outside. I watched TV sometimes, but it wasn't that bad. But someone born in 2012, you're basically you were pretty much an iPad kid. Almost. By the time, like, as a kid, yeah, maybe, like, when you're a baby, but when you're a baby, you can't do anything. You're just a useless sack of potatoes anyway. So that doesn't really count. But when you get to a certain age, it's like, I think older than toddlerhood, because again, toddlers just cry and shriek and stuff and fall over and then cry some more. Maybe when you're about 6, that's when it kind of starts to matter. And if you're born in 2012, by the time you're 6, wait, let me do this on my fingers. 2018, yeah, that's iPad kid. So there's a big difference. So I didn't, when I started, I started gaming when I was about 5 years old on an old PC. That wasn't like that wasn't a super popular thing. Like, that wasn't the norm. Like, I was very much an outlier in the statistics. Like, most kids were not doing that. The most you'd have is probably like maybe a DS or a Game Boy or whatever. Are you evil? Most definitely. Don't do drugs without me. No, actually, I don't do war crimes without inviting me first. But so there's the later Gen Z, definitely very different. But earlier Gen Z, early to middle Gen Z, still had a pretty normal technology-free-ish childhood. Is when you near more like adolescent adulthood that it really the technology started affecting. Which, yeah, when you're going through puberty, having all that technology sucks, but it hasn't affected your serotonin receptors or whatever since you were a child. So to me, Gen Alpha are just like iPad crazy baby kids. Like, their brain receptors are fried by literally being. They weren't cared for by their parents. They were cared for by an iPad. Like, when their parents were done with them, they just stuck a screen in front of them and were like, yeah, that shuts them up. And that's just so alien to me. And it reflects in the culture. Like, yeah, there was some weird kind of memes or videos, like Gary Small videos floating around, or like the MLG smoke weed 420 Doge stuff. But that is, which would have probably seemed outlandish to millennials at the time, but compared to Skibbity Toilet, I don't even really want to try to understand that. I really don't. And that's like their Roman Empire. Excuse the buzzword, but it kind of fits. That is like their thing. Like, I've seen, I like to frequent Reddit because I just like to see, nothing interesting really happens to me, so I like to see the, well, mainly awful, terrible things, because people, when good stuff happens, they don't really go to Reddit to talk about it. So the more negative stuff, but it's still interesting. And a lot of them, when they're talking about kids and these Gen Alpha kids, there's been a lot of mention of, like, they're just struggling to connect with them, or they're just super rude, unsocial, and Skibbity Toilet has been mentioned a time, and they basically are like, you don't know what that is. It's so alien to me. Like, they're little aliens, and it's so, you don't even want to know what it is. I don't even really know what it is. I mean, I've seen a video of it, and it's nightmare inducing. Like, it is so creepy. Like, that would have given me active nightmares when I was a child. I would have not, I did not have the facilities to handle that, bruv. I would have not been okay with that at all. That would have, I mean, I watched fucking Finding Nemo, and I had nightmares about the whale for years. And years, and absolute years, and that is a child's. Actually, to be fair, there was a lot of, you know, when I was young, I read this book, and this is a trigger warning for animal abuse. If you don't want to, I mean, this is like, I can handle most anything, like the goriest movie, the most horrible story, I can handle that. But when it comes to animals, I like bad things happening to animals, I really struggle. So if you don't want to hear bad things happening to animals, just like mute me for a minute. It was essentially this book about cats being tortured. And it was called, like, The Last Black Cat. Let's see if I can find it. The Last Black Cat. Okay, no, it's not called that. But essentially, it was a story about society had come to be super superstitious. and believed the black cats were evil, and they were killing them in awful ways, like hanging them up on clothes dryers, putting them in washing machines. And I was like 10 years old at the time, and I was reading this fucking book, and I was just, that traumatized the shit out of me. And so there, it's not that there wasn't traumatizing media around, but it wasn't as prevalent. Like, media in written form is generally less traumatizing because we're very, you know, by nature, if you look on like cavemen, it's all drawings. Drawings media tends to be more disturbing to most people than written media. Like, words can't hurt you, he just closed the book kind of thing. Whereas seeing something acted out, even if it's just people acting, it can be more visceral to people. And that stuck with me to this day. Like, that, you know what? Probably most of my issues stem from that fucking book. That goddamn book. And there was another writer, and I swear he was like some kind of, like, he wrote children's books exclusively, but they were horrible ones. There was this one about a child who found 3 fox cubs and their mum had been killed. And basically the storyline was the town people wanted to kill the fox cubs, and eventually they killed 2 of them by gassing their den after they like killed their mother with a shotgun. And I was a child. Like, how the fuck are you aiming this at children? How is this a children's book? Like, I can't remember his name, but I mean, you gotta be, that's a weird dude. Like, I would not look at his computer history. Like, he's definitely got some things going on, because writing that for kids, like, what? Write something like Hungry Hippo, goddammit, or Colin the Caterpillar eats lots of fruits. I don't know, like, fuck, dude. That is just such a shitty, like, who thinks, yeah, you know what I'm gonna write about to kids today and they'll love it? Animal abuse and just horrible things happening to animals and innocent people. Yeah! And then it gets published, really? Like, I loved reading, and I was so happy I got this box set, and it had all these colorful pictures on the front, like it was a box set. You know those, when you get a box set of books and it has like a design on the box set, and then each of the covers were super colorful, and there was foxes on the front of that one. I was like, wow! And then it was just a horrible story. And it was like, oh, but the boy managed to save one of the foxes and he raised the fox. But it's like, yeah, but the other 2 baby foxes died and their mother was murdered pretty horrifically. Like, the hell did you read? Yeah. So, not that Skibidi Toilet, like, is the worst thing in the world for children. Like, there's definitely, and also YouTube in the early 2010s, Jesus Christ. There were just naked people all over that, and there was no restrictions whatsoever. I have some not so good memories of, yeah, just innocence being ruined by fucking YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube. Because apparently child restriction was just not a thing. And this was just something you could just type into YouTube and it would just show up. Like, actual 18 plus content just on YouTube. It was definitely a wild time. So it's more moderated now, but there is still something deeply, unsettlingly, profoundly wrong with Generation Alpha kids. Like, there is just something very wrong with them. And I don't know what it is. And I don't know how to pinpoint it. But it unsettles me and I don't like them. So, yeah. There you go. I don't really know why I decided to rant about them, but I hate kids, so it works out. I don't hate you, though, honey. You don't like me, baby. Yes! Yes. Yes. Oh, you give me a little stretch. I love her so much. You can still watch Nate. Yeah, but that's more people. There are guidelines and they are just finding loopholes. They're finding loopholes. There are things in place. It's not like people are just straight up posting naked stuff. Like, they're actively abusing a loophole. It's not that there are no rules at all. So it is still a little bit different, and you have to pretty much be, you do have to be searching for it. And most of the time it still is like, now they have this content, when you upload a YouTube video, it says, is this content for children? And you either click yes, this content is aimed at children, or no. Because they have YouTube Kids, like, they did not have that. So even if you're finding the loopholes, you still, it's not like it will be pushed to children audiences if they're on YouTube Kids. That's actually because I think that was a huge, like, issue about it. That was a huge, I'm sure YouTube had to do a lawsuit or something on child media or something. It just they did an oopsie whoopsie, a fucky wucky, and I had to pay for it. Yeah. So I feel like I have just talked about the most disjointed stuff. My brain is a wondrous place that has been molded by the very traumatic fiction I read as a child about animals, apparently. We're just diving into my trauma. Yeah. So anyway, how are you? How you doing? Remember the time phones had cables and there was no wireless? Yeah. I remember when the landline, you called the landline. People didn't really have mobile phones, you just called the landline. Do you guys remember landlines? Ah. No, nobody. Okay. Just me. No, I'm sure people had landlines, but yeah. I remember the Nokia, and like the Nokia was really popular, and it was like a brick, and you seriously could not break it. It like I say brick, but it unironically an actual brick, like a brick you build with. You could smash that around, and it would not break. I remember rotary phones. I never had a rotary phone, but I know what they are. For some reason, people who maybe even older than millennials though, whenever well, not really, but I have had it said quite a few times to me, oh, you probably don't know what they are. But back in my day when we had rotary phones, it's like, I've seen movies. I understand how it works. You go to the number you want, then you let it reset. It's not rocket fucking science, Jim. I promise you're not that special for being able to do it. Like, yes, I know what a Walkman is. I know what a VHS is. I know what a cassette tape is. Yeah. Okay, now I'm just being petty and spiteful, but can you blame me? Treating me like I'm an idiot? Ugh. That's why I don't go outside. Life inside is much better. Da da ba 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 da. I remember one of the earliest, well, the first phone game. So I got a phone. When I got a phone, Blackberries were the big thing. Blackberry was huge. And I got like a Samsung. And it was decent. And the first game I got was this game called Pooh. Spelled P-O-U. And you basically had to, it was like Tamagotchi. You had to take care of this Pooh that was shaped like a triangle. And it's so weird because Pooh is basically recently made not a comeback, but I've seen images of Pooh being used. Like there's a Pooh plush that became quite viral because it was in a shower and soaked with water, and people were like, that Pooh is me. And I wouldn't say it's made a comeback necessarily, but it's just interesting seeing stuff like re-emerge. Anyway, yeah. That Samsung was really fucking ugly. It was like a burgundy color, but I thought I was so cool, and I was so proud of it. I was like, oh wow, I have a phone. I got a phone. Wow. Yeah. Snake. Oh yeah, I mean, my first game I ever played, God, I have no idea. It probably was it was one of the games on the PC. But, yeah, first game on my phone. I was very proud of that. Oh, and Flappy Bird. I had Flappy Bird, and then there was that entire lawsuit when Nintendo was like, ah ha ha ha, actually, fuck you. Because they used Mario pipes. Like, they used green pipes, and Nintendo was like, So, it became like it went viral. Like, viral for back then. Like, everyone had it, and everyone was posting their high scores on Instagram when Instagram was, like, relatively new still. And it looked way different than it does now. And yeah, and then it got taken off the store. And if you had it downloaded, you could keep it. But if you hadn't downloaded it, you couldn't download it anymore. So, yeah. But I don't really remember any other phone games that stick out. Phone gaming. Tap, 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 tap. Are we tapping? We're tapping. I'm still mad about that macro thing. I don't think you can cheat in PvE games. I really don't. I really don't. I'll die on this hill. Is it a good hill to die on? I don't know. But I will most potentially die on this hill. Because I believe. I strongly, truly believe. Tap tap head monkey ball and Nokia. I don't know that one. I didn't have a Nokia. La 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 la. To pull away from lust is to deny what is human. Can one person be so yes. I'm not gonna bother reading because yeah. Sorry to break it to you, buddy, but I'm built different. I'm built unserious. I'm built silly. I'm built slightly traumatized. And I'm built very wrong. But I'm still built that way. So, whatever you're saying, I'm not buying it. I don't do door-to-door sales. Please do not try and sell me goods. I will call the police. I do not solicitate any offers, and you're wrong. From one goofball to another. Hello, goofball. It is a goofy day. It's a day to be goofy. Oh, I had some gravy earlier, and it was... It was very tasty gravy. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually way easier. It's kind of insane how streaming at a time that's normal for you when you're not absolutely sleep deprived, how easier it is to talk. Who would have known I was giving myself a self-inflicted like debuff? I was intentionally debuffing myself. Like, I don't know what it is, but when it's EP time, when it's just so much harder to speak. Like, I sit there and I just cannot form words. And it's like I have so many thoughts, but the words can't form. But then I stream at this time and I can't shut the fuck up. It's like, Jesus Christ, someone duct tape her mouth together. How many work on my neck? I want to play D&D. The one time I played D&D was when I played Life is Strange. I didn't even get that far into Life is Strange. Maybe I should stream that at some point. Anyway, I played Life is Strange and there was like, you had to play D&D and yeah. That was my D&D experience. I did a total of 2 options. I was an orc, I think, or the character I was playing at in Life is Strange was playing as an orc. And I had to roleplay as the orc and say what an orc would say. So I obviously chose the right option because I'm not wrong. I am correct. I'm informed. I am good at playing my part. Oh, I'm more good with people. So I really want to play D&D, but I'm terrible in groups. Like, you put me into a group and I can just go silent for hours upon hours. Absolutely. So, yeah. It's kind of like an unfortunate dichotomy of, I want to play game, but I also can't play game with people because people scary. Like, I have a maximum of 2 new people. I can be around 2 new people, but when it gets to 3 new people and plus, then I just shut up. Like, I just cannot, I don't know why. I just cannot handle it. Sometimes even 2 people as much. It really depends on the type of person. I'm hot. This is my radiator at. It's on hot. Why are you looking at me like that? Don't look at me like that. I want to see, when is it spring? 20th of March. Okay, so in about a little bit under a month. Nyam, nyam, nyam. I was a menace on a raft? I was on a raft? When was I on a raft? I think I've been on a ferry. Yeah, I've been on a ferry once. But the car was with me, so I was in a car on a ferry. I mean, I guess that's a type of raft. Oh. My jaw just click, click, clocked. TikTok. Oh, rafting. Oh, the game raft with the shark, yeah. Oh, yeah, we played with Sweaty, yeah. I remember. And it had those annoying goddamn chicken falcon things on the islands, yeah. And I looked at the achievements and it's still, I progressed 0% of the storyline. Like, somehow I've spent like 20 hours playing it and I've done none of the actual storyline. Which is rather impressive if you think about it. Like, that's pretty cool that you managed to do that much gaming and you don't even touch the storyline. And like, completely unintentionally. Like, I did... like, like, I totally... If there was a... I normally like doing the story. I'm a completionist. Like, if there is an achievement, I kind of want to get it. Like, when I was playing Dead by Daylight, I was purposely playing characters just to get their achievements, because I like that. So I wasn't avoiding it or anything, but I managed to just not find anything out. So I was like, yeah, this game isn't very rich on story. Like, I mean, I guess the base premise is cool. Like, you're on a raft and you can build it and you can build a big house and you kill the sharks and whatnot, but like, what else? What else is that to offer? Like, surely there must be something more. And there is something more. I'm just too dumb to find it, apparently. Apparently. What does the fox say? It says... Ow. Wah. Ooh, wah. What does the wolf say? It says ow. What does the chicken say? It says cluck. What does the cow say? It says mmm. You know more people die from cows a year than they die from sharks? Now you do know. Cows can be pretty mean when they're angry. But you know what has the worst rep? Hippos. I fucking hate hippos. Hippos suck. Fuck you, hippos. I hate you. I want to do a smear campaign on hippos. Like, sharks get such a bad rep. And they're actually not that mean. Like sharks, the only time they'll ever attack a human is if they mistake them for a seal. Like, if you're in a wetsuit, it will think, oh, seal. If you're on like a bodyboard or a surfboard, it will see that and see the shadow and think, oh, seal. But once they take a bite of you, like, why do you think there's so many shark attacks where someone's just had a chump taken out of them? It's because sharks take a bite and they go, that's fucking disgusting. Because, newsflash, humans have a bunch of gross shit in them. Like, we have microplastics, we have GMO, we have all these horrible stuff. We do not taste good at all. At all. Not at all. If you do need to eat a human because we're in a zombie apocalypse, I think the back is the best place to get the meat from, because your legs are too muscly. You don't need the brain because you can get sick from that. It's like mad cow disease can pass through the brain. There's something really bad there, so don't eat the brain. So yeah, it's like your back. If you need to eat a human, that's the tastiest bit. Now you know. Anyway, yeah, it just... Also, if you think about how stressed our society is, like, that's a lot of cortisol. Like, the reason why humane animals are better to eat, humanely killed, is because if it's stressed, if it has a stressful life, it releases cortisol, which literally makes something taste worse. Like, that whole torturing the animal before I kill it makes it taste better is absolute scientifically proven bullshit. Cortisol makes something taste worse. And we are full of cortisol. So sharks take a chunk of us and they go bleh, and then they swim away. They don't want to eat us, and they don't even naturally predate on us. Same thing with the alligators. I mean, alligator will give you a go, like if you're standing by the water, but as soon as you get far away enough from the water, they'll just be like, meh. Like, we're not the natural prey of, again, bears. People are pretty scared of bears. Bears don't actually predate on us. Like, most of the bear depictions are wholly inaccurate. They only go after you unless you basically think you're a threat. So if you get it between a mama bear and her cub, she will just go ham on you. If they perceive you as a threat, they'll attack you. But they don't attack you to eat you. Like, then, and they're not gonna, if you back away and if you, like, leave, they're not gonna chase you for miles and miles trying to kill you. Like, they're not vengeful, murderous beings. Like, humans are not the natural prey of many things. So yeah, anyway, I want to start a smear campaign on hippos because hippos are the nastiest creatures. Like, they kill many people a year and they will chase you for miles and miles. Like, they actively hate people. They will chase you and they will kill you. That, like, there's these cute videos and everyone's like, oh, it's so cute, of a baby hippo, and it's framed as, this is so cute, and the baby hippo is like biting the handler's arm. It's like, that's not cute. If that baby hippo was 10 years older, it would have killed you. It is trying to kill you. It is just not big enough to do so. Why are you trying to make that cute? Hippos are not cute. They are sea cows that are chronically online, angry. I don't know. They're all the ists under the sun, and they just hate life. They just want to destroy life. They just want to cause death, but not even a chaotic, funny way. They just hate everything, and they will just kill you. But hippo's like, oh, it's a hippo. That's cute. Like Gloria from Madagascar, hee hee, quirky, funny hippo. But sharks, I mean, one shark movie is made about Jaws, and now suddenly sharks are the worst thing. I saw this horrible video on Twitter of a shark. So when people go in shark cages, they bait the sharks over by throwing chum into the water. The shark smells, ooh, food. And then the shark tried to get to the people in the cage, and it ended up killing itself essentially, and it was really sad just seeing it float down to the bottom. And people were in the comments like, haha, get that, you fat greedy shark, haha, lol 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 lol. It's like, hold on, you came into its home, you taunted it, and it is not smart enough to really understand. So when it smells food, it thinks food, and it tries to get to what it thinks is food, then it kills yourself. You're like, haha. Like, that's like coming to someone's house, taking a shit on their carpet, and then pointing and laughing at them when they get upset. Like, that, you're in their natural habitat and you're being a dick. Like, the hate I hold towards humans is endless sometimes. Just, I can't take I can't take it when people are mean to animals. The only animal that's okay to be mean to is spiders. Actually, no, not even mean. I don't want you to be mean to spiders. Like, I am terrified of spiders. But that doesn't mean I'm like, hee hee, torture spiders. Like, I just, if I see it, I want to be nowhere near it. Like, I will just cry and go into fight mode and then cry some more. But that doesn't mean I want them to suffer. Like, I can't think of really any. Yeah, spiders are good. If there were no spiders, would be like knee deep in insects within a year or something. I don't know if that's actually true, but you know, they play a vital role. One thing I don't like that is okay to, like, if you want to like poke it with a stick and dissect it, is mosquitoes, because those shits are fucking bad. I do not like mosquitoes. And what's that bug that is parasitic? It says it's the fly that plants its eggs in animals. Those flies can go fuck themselves. I hate them. Please do torture them if you see them. Let me find it. Botfly, I think. Yeah, it's a botfly. Fuck botflies. Those shit, they should not exist. If all botflies ceased to exist, there would not be a huge economic collapse, because you know what? Flies could just take over whatever purpose they serve. So yeah. Torture is okay and based if it's a botfly or a mosquito. But otherwise, you know, yeah, and snakes. They go back. I think snakes are cute. It's just like, people provoke animals, and then when an animal attacks, they say, see? This animal is bad, we must kill it. Like, yeah, no shit. That's like poking someone. And poking them until eventually they snap at you and tell you, stop fucking poking. Like, yeah, there you go. That's my rant. So, who wants to start a smear campaign on hippos? Because they suck. And they deserve all the hate, the gators, and and crocodile, well, crocodiles slash gators. Crocodiles get, because I also like crocodiles. There's all the hate that sharks and crocodiles get, and more. They are horrible, horrible beasts. Rattlesnakes rattle to get people to, yeah, like bears. Bears won't even charge at you, even though they're like huge. They'll do false charges first, so they don't actually have to attack you, because they don't want to have to get into an alteration. Like they'll do this false charge where they swipe their paw at the ground and everything. Yeah, because I mean, if the ones who rattle kill, then the only ones left are the ones who don't naturally rattle. You're literally breeding out traits. Animals are a big point of contention for me. Like, if I had a subject that's like, you know how everyone has that one subject where it's like, don't bring it up around when you're at a dinner table and trying to have like a non-combative, peaceful conversation. Like, and there's this one topic, like maybe it's politics, or maybe it's like some specific niche, random event that happened. Like, you just do not bring up that thing. For me, it's animals. Like, I will just start spouting animal facts and start being like, look what we're doing to the animals. But unironically, that is my, what would you call it? I don't even know what you'd call it. Not weak spot, but like, I don't know what to call it other than a point of contention. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I keep complaining about how many tabs I have open, and then I open more tabs, so I'm not exactly doing myself any favors. In fact, I'm probably actually doing myself unfavors. I'm unfavoring myself. The brownies I made were really good, by the way. Again, if anyone wants the recipe, you can have it. Because yeah. Posted somewhere? I'll put it in my Discord. Totally unrelated, but hee look, that's my Discord. Click it if you want. We have fun things in there, like me ranting about whatever random topic I see and screeching about what I think about it. It's great. It's marvelous. You can see me getting triggered over, I don't know, what I last get upset about. I mean, I talked about macros on stream. Let's see, do I have to scroll up that far? Probably not. Oh yeah, I was screeching about YouTube, how YouTube fucked up their layout. That was my last screeching episode. That was quite fun. And everyone was like, well, what the hell did you do to your YouTube? And turns out I'm one of the very, quote, lucky, parentheses, unlucky, people to be exposed to the new feature, which is absolutely fucking abysmal. It is bloody terrible, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it with a passion. Seems like people aren't interested in Clash today. I'm interested, I just don't know when it is. I kind of forgot. Oh, I have my Kindred skin. I just got the Kindred skin yesterday. Yay! I love just spinning in my chair. It's like a rocking chair, but instead of rocking back and forth, it rocks side to side. Whee! It's like a like a half moon spin, a crescent spin. I'd say it's the sixth of a spin. Hello! Hello! Hello. You know what? You wanna know something, chat? Do you wanna know something? It's super interesting, I promise. Do you wanna know something? It's gonna be super fun. Do you wanna know? 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 I'm not telling. My god, I would hate having to meet me. I'd probably piss myself off so much. But I find myself amusing, so it's okay. I feel like it'd be really difficult if you find yourself super unfunny. How do you live with that? How do you live with finding yourself not funny? Like, imagine making a joke and then you're just like, geez, that was super unfunny. Like, holy moly, that's not funny. Like, of course there'll probably some bad joke now and then, but imagine being totally disconnected from your own humor. Because you know some people who have humor that mesh well. Like, everyone has their own brand of humor, but what if your own brand of humor is not something you find funny? Like, I feel like that'd be just so difficult. Like, you say a joke and other people laugh at it, but in your brain you're thinking, Jesus Christ, how are these people laughing at this? This sucks. Is that even a thing? Do you think that's a thing? I don't think that could be a thing. I don't know. Do you have to go to the toilet? No. I am a camel. You know camels store the fat on their backs, and people think they're the only animals to do so, but that's not true. The sheep, store the fat in their butts. It makes it look like they're big butt cheeks, but it's actually part of their tail, not their butt. And those were the sheep that would have been around the time of Nazareth Jesus. However, in pretty much all depictions when Jesus is with his lambs and shepherd and flock whatever, they are the Europe version of sheeps with the not big butt cheek tails. So that is historically inaccurate, if Jesus did in fact exist, that is. So if you see Jesus with normal sheep looking sheeps, that's wrong. It's gotta be the fat tailed sheep. You know, sometimes their tails are so fat, they'd even have to have a little cart to pull around their own tail. Yeah. Now you know. Before you didn't know, but now you do know. Wow. Look at that. I give you guys so much gold. So many nuggets of information. They're just amazing. What would you do without me? Probably just what you were doing before you started watching me, but you know, it's a nice thing to say. I feel like it's a nice blanket statement. Oh, what would you do without me? No one actually wants a serious answer of what you would actually do without them, but it's tempting. Being me, like whenever someone says that, I'm like, yeah, I want to answer that, but I know socially that would be frowned upon, so I will not, because I don't want to get into trouble, but I want to say it. I want to just say, probably sleeping. Probably too. Okay, fuck you guys. Ow! I didn't mean to hit it that. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Oh, did I wake you? Oh, darling. Meow. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, come here. Oh, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, darling. Yes. Did I wake you up? Or did I wake you up? Yes. Yes, I woke you up. Oh, you're purring. Oh, did I wake you up? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Oh, yes. She did. You the bounce. Oh, baby. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, you're so cute. Who's my darling little baby? Oh, anyway, yeah, so don't answer that question. But I would. So again, hypocrite, not me. Definitely not me. I'm not the hypocrite. What are you talking about? My cat's so cute. She's so sweet. I don't want to do too high pitched because I might scare her, but oh, baby. Oh, I love you. 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 Yes. Accept my kisses or suffer the consequences. You will enjoy my kisses. You silly little creature. Enjoy my kisses. Enjoy them. Wonder if you guys can hear her purring. Let me turn off my noise filter and see if that does anything. Oh, honey. Oh, darling. Oh, she's so cute. I love her. The purring pretty. Sorry, can't help it. Oh, darling. Oh, your little feeties. Yes. When we did our last movie time, when we were watching Pirates at the Caribbean, she was on my left and she was watching. She actually does watch, like, when pictures are moving. I put birds or mices on my screen once, and she was so confused. She was like looking behind my computer trying to find them. It took her a good week before she forgot about that, and she'd constantly check behind my desk. She was like, where are they? Where are the mouses? Oh. Yes. Okay, have you had enough of cat purring? I can turn back on the noise suppression if you want. I don't actually know how it's affecting the stream, like what you can hear. You're probably hearing my PC going brrr. If you want to hear my PC going super loud, a second. Where is my... Oh. Let's find it. Here we go. Ooh, I've never heard that before. So this is PC, yes. Do you hear the difference in that? And then that's on silent, but it's still kind of loud to me at least. But yeah. So imagine that, but twice as loud. That, like, as loud as I showed you. When I complain about my PC going vrr, it's about twice as loud as that. Like, the fans just go ham. And I don't think it's the case fans. I think it's the internal fans that I can't actually control. So unlucky. You flicking your ear at me. You flicking your ear at me. Hey. Hey. Oh, he's a good girl. Who's my good girl? Who's my good girl? Oh, she's such a good girl. Yes. Yes. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, she's so clever. No, you're not. You're so stupid and dumb, but I don't care. I love you anyway. Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, darling. You're so little posies. Yes. Oh. I'm sorry. I love her so much. I can't focus on you when I have her on my lap. She's just too cute. Like, I have something soft and purring in my lap. How am I expected to focus on anything else? Like, this is the sweetest thing. Like, she's actively seeking my hand out for pets and pushing herself against. How am I meant to ignore that? I cannot. My brain is not wired to do that. My brain is wired to give cats affection. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna devolve into a mess, so I think I'm gonna end stream now. I may stream ASMR later. Maybe gaming, don't know. We'll see, but for now, I just need to play and pet and cuddle with my kitty cat because she's so cute. I hope you guys enjoyed the rambling, weird topics that I just cycled through today. Just my list of personal things I want to talk about. Thank you for coming on the very weird and wonderful journey with me. And if you like, come join Discord. You will get. Oh, she's putting her little chin up against my chest. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, darling, I love you. Oh, I can feel your little whiskers. Oh. Yes. Big kiss. Anyway, yeah, feel free to join the Discord if you haven't. And oh no, I can't reach my stream deck. Oh no. Wait. I'll just use my mouse then. Okay. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. See you soon.